Good evening, BookTube, YouTube. This is Johnny. I'm down in the lower level. I don't know if that light affects this. I'm filming this on August the 22nd, 2022. It is a Monday night. It's 10:17. I thought I'd just make a video showing you what I do when I come down the lower level. The reason why I sleep down the lower level, as you all know, my wife was a night nurse for almost 45 years. Well, the last 30 years she worked nights here in Holland, and she used to do second shift when the kids were little. But the point is that I got used to sleeping alone at night, and when my wife retired, I realized I couldn't sleep with her because I like sleeping alone. Because I move around, I'm a very light sleeper. So if my wife would move, I would just wake up. So I sleep down here. This is where the boys, our boys, when they were growing up, were down here. So yeah, I come down. My wife goes to bed early. She wakes up 5 o'clock. I usually get up around 6:30, 7, sometimes 15 to 8. And I come down here and I write in my composition notebook. I don't write every single night. I did write last night. On the 21st of August, I wrote a little bit. And I take my pills. I have to, if I don't take sleep aids, I wake up at 3:30 every single. So many years ago when I was working, I couldn't sleep, so I started taking Avil PM, and now I take, today is a Monday, I take Avil, and I take ibuprofen, and I take ibuprofen because I have leg pain. And I take, one thing else I take a chip of Xanax, which is kind of like a anxiety. But I find that if I take it, it kind of puts me into deep sleep. So I take that. And usually, it's probably a lot of it is just psychological. It's not because I really need it. It's just that if I go to bed and I haven't taken these pills, I can't sleep. I lay there thinking, oh. So then, as you'll know, I've been reading this. And this is what I do now. It's kind of become my habit. I come down here and I read this until, it's 10:20. I might read till 11:30. I think I got pills stuck in my throat. So I read that. I'm on page 339. It is close to 1,051 pages. Well, the complete text is, let me see here, 941. So I'm not even halfway through that. So I read that, and of course, you know, I have Pessoa's The Book of Disquiet. If things are mentioned in the biography, I have The Book of Disquiet. I have Fernando Pessoa and Company Selected Poems by Richard Zenith, who wrote the biography. I have Little, Larger, and Entire Universe Selected Poems by Pessoa. And then I have his other book, The Complete Works of Alberto Caeiro. As you know, he wrote under different names. And then I have Writings on Art and Political Theory by Pessoa, translated by these people. So I look these things up if they're mentioned in the biography. And I want to read the book Disquiet again. I have this edition that came out by New Directions, but I prefer, as I've said, I prefer the Penguin edition over this edition. And so that's what I do when I come down here. I write in my composition notebook. I read Pessoa. Right now, that's what I've been doing because I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I enjoy reading it. And someone asked me about buying it, and I said, well, don't buy this massive thing unless you have an attachment or an interest in him, because you might get bogged down. It's very exhaustive. But I'm enjoying it, and maybe if you don't want to buy it, maybe check it out at your public library. But read the book Disquiet. I mean, I might start rereading it again. I've read it a couple of times over the years. I've read this edition, and I've read from this edition. That's why I prefer this edition. So that's what I do when I come down here. I write, I read until 11:30, 12. That's what I do. So I just thought I'd show you what I do before I hit the sack. Tomorrow is a Tuesday. I have nothing planned. I did volunteer at the Book Nook today, and I did bring home some books. And I stopped at a thrift store on the way home from the Book Nook and found some used books that I'll show in a future video. But I just thought I'd say, hope you had a good Monday. This is Monday Reads. I might download it tomorrow if this is filming. If it's not, I'm just talking to myself. So, yep, until next time, bye.